Oh, well, I'm going to do that more. So practice doing that. Pretend, practice. Be in your car at home. Get by yourself and decide, I'm going to pretend like I'm in a church service and I'm going to give a message in tongues and I'm going to interpret it. Even if you just make it up yourself, even if you're in total flesh, nothing doesn't hurt anybody. Just practice doing that. But see, when your heart is, I want to really do this by the Spirit of God, watch what will happen. When you really yield to God, He'll take over. At some point, you'll start giving a real message in tongues and a real interpretation of tongues. But you have to practice. You have to step out. I know back in the one thing that helped me tremendously in recognizing how simple this is was back in probably the church I was going to. Remember where Brother Norval came to? While I was there, one particular service, I don't think the pastor was in town, so his wife preached during that Sunday morning service. And when she got through preaching, she called, I don't know what the altar call was for, but she called several people up. I bet there's probably at least 10 or 12 people that came up front, all facing me, standing side by side like we do. And she was going to lay hands on them. And I didn't know she was going to do this now. I'm just minding my own business, just sitting there, and I was just going to agree, thank the Lord, minister to him, and she prays for him, lays hands on him. But as soon as they got up, she looked over at me, and she said, Dwayne, come up here and help me. And I thought, well, okay, yeah, I can do that. So I came up, but then she really surprised me. Oh, got to stay behind these flowers here. Then she really surprised me. When I came up, she walked over to me and she said, we're going to lay hands on all these people up here, and I'm going to give a message in tongues over them, and you're going to interpret it. Now, when she said that, now see, I could have said, no, I don't think so. I think I better go. I think I'm just going to stay seated. See, I had a choice. This is where you got to step out in faith. I took a huge chance. Because, see, I'd never done that before. So it's a real big chance for me. It wasn't just one person. Maybe I can come up with something good for one person, but 12 people in a row? And she went wham, wham, wham. You don't have like 15 minutes in between each one to try to think of something good to say. No, you can't. No, you got to do this by the Spirit of God. Amen. And she said, you're going to interpret it. And I just stepped out. I acted like I knew what I was doing, I just said, okay. I just said that in faith.